This story was told to me by an acquaintance. He worked as a taxi driver doing night shifts around the city. One early morning, as usual, he was driving around the empty streets looking for passengers. Around 3 in the morning, he saw a woman standing on a long, dark road, waving for a ride. There was no one else around, so he stopped. The woman got in the back seat. Her face was hard to see in the darkness, but he noticed she wore a long coat and had thick, dark hair. He asked where she wanted to go, and she quietly replied, "To the outskirts of the city." As they drove, he kept glancing at her through the rearview mirror, but her face remained hidden in the shadows. At one point, he decided to ask again for the exact address. When he turned to speak to her, there was no one in the back seat. Panicking, he pulled over and checked the seat. It was empty. That night, he returned to the taxi company and asked if anyone else had experienced something similar. One of his colleagues told him that a woman had died years ago on that road after falling out of a vehicle. Sometimes she was seen there by other drivers. The driver decided to avoid that road at night from then on. But it didn't end there. A few days later, when he went to wash his car, he noticed faint red stains on the rear window, like blood. He tried wiping them away, but they kept appearing. He stopped driving at night, but peace never came. Even at home, lying in bed, he felt like he was still driving. He saw her shadowed figure staring at him in the mirror over and over. Gradually, he began to hear her voice. "You can't leave me," she whispered. One night, his phone rang from an unknown number. When he answered, it was her voice. "I found you," she said before the call disconnected. Terrified, he left his home and moved to another city. But even there, at night, he sometimes saw a dark silhouette standing behind the curtains, and his heart raced. It seemed she would never leave him. Desperate, he went to a church seeking help. When he told his story to the priest, he learned the truth. The woman was actually his missing daughter. Years ago, while drunk, he had hit a woman with his car and fled the scene. That woman had died, but her spirit never found peace, searching for justice. The driver confessed his crime, begging for forgiveness. But the woman's ghost never disappeared. In every mirror, he saw her watching him. The weight of his guilt would never let him go,